Well, the assists were the strong point of Luka's game last night against the San Antonio Spurs. Lakers radio with the call. Bad shooting night for Luka, but LA still gets the win. Doncic 21 and 14 to go along with 9 rebounds, 5 of 20 from the field.
Ugh.
5 of 20 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3. But the Lakers win. San Antonio, of course, their entire team has been decimated and wiped out, kind of like the Dallas Mavericks, and they lost their head coach as well. Fortunately, Phoenix did win and beat Toronto, trying to go ahead and catch up in the playoff standings, but the Mavericks are still 1 game ahead of the Suns. What the freak? What the freak, Phoenix?
And that's after, even still, over the last 10 games, Phoenix has managed to claw away 3 games in the standings. So they're little by little making it, but there's zero reason why they shouldn't pass it.
They'll get there. They will. We have 7 players.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry, no, about to have Anthony Davis back.
About to have Anthony Davis back as the Dallas Mavericks are sending Anthony Davis to the Chop Dome. Anthony Davis is heading on over to the Texas Legends to allow him to practice with them and participate in 5-on-5 scrimmages as he ramps up his return from the strained left shoulder. Tim McMahon said, look, there were discussions about shutting him down for the year, but he has been steadfast in his determination to come back. No. Why? Now, why have him go and practice and run 5-on-5 with the Legends versus the Mavericks?
I don't know how much practice time the Mavericks are doing right now. Like, first of all, I know what the NBA CBA is like during the season. And if you have,
I guess the Mavs can't. They can't have 5-on-5.
They can have 5-on-5 also. They can.
All right, let's get these 4-on-4s in.
You can do some 3-on-3 half court. You can do some half court 3-on-3.
Well, Bobby,
I said, yeah, no room for a center if it's 4-on-4. That you got to eliminate the 5. But no, this is the Anthony Davis work ethic. This is why Nico Harrison wanted him. This is a guy who doesn't matter what's going on. I'm still going to fight my way back. I'm still going to be there. This is like the Nico Harrison clip I finally found and sent you all over the weekend of him playing trash basketball at Montana State, where they're talking about he has pins in his ankle and he can't even jump today, but Nico Harrison's out there. He just cares so much. That's what he wants in Anthony Davis.
All right, so 3 things popped into my head. Number 1, saving face for Nico. Like, wanting to give Mavs fans a little taste of a return from the trade and the future. Anthony Davis, steadfast, according to this report, because he doesn't want to just be murdered and killed throughout the entire offseason. He doesn't want to show that he's, this street clothes softy. And then they're going to say, look, we're in the 10 spot. All right?
Yeah.
Why are we going to sit there and bail on the season? They've had the internal discussions, you would think, already. We already had the discussion saying the farthest they could fall. It's not that great in terms of team tank. So if you get Anthony Davis back and try to make a little bit of noise, you do something crazy in a play-in game or a first-round series, and a little bit, they're trying to generate any little bit of Mavs optimism, I would just like him to be shut down.
Yeah, because if they're just doing this just to get him healthy so they have to forfeit games, I assume there's a financial penalty with a forfeit.
They apparently, did you send that Windhorst said that they petitioned the league for cap space?
Yeah, Windhorst had said yesterday, I read an article where he had said that they have been asking the league for salary cap relief, and the league to this point has not offered it to them.
Right, because that wouldn't be fair.
And it
wouldn't be fair to the teams that are like Phoenix or whatever. Like, it wouldn't be fair to them that, we're trying to make the playoffs here, and you're giving this team free cap space.
Well, they have the rules there for a reason. Like the whole sign and trade and everything else that they did with Clay. Like, that's what you did. You put yourself in that corner. You knew what you were doing, and you knew what kind of limitations that gave you. Now, you had some salary cap flexibility, but then you went and traded for Caleb Martin. And when you did that, you lost all of it.
Yeah,
that's what took you up to the first apron.
Yeah, and I assume also that the Mavs have to pay the gate. If the game is a forfeit, my assumption is that they have to compensate Brooklyn for the home gate.
I don't know how many Mavs fans are going to be excited for this. Although I will say this.
Right, because the same thing happened 2 years ago, and they decided to tank. Remember that? Why'd they tank 2 years ago to get out of the play-in? With Luka. With the same ownership and the same, maybe Cuban was still there, but Nico was obviously the same GM.
Well, Nico obviously didn't think Luka was a player that could do anything for you. So
would they have lost the draft pick, though, Was that a swap situation?
It was an issue where if they had made the play and they would still be a lottery team or whatever else, but like they were at risk of getting the pick swapped with New York if they finished outside the top 10.
That's why they did it, so they could hang on to a final first round pick.
But they did finish it. They were 11th, right? Then they pick 11th, and that's when Lively, and it's only top 10 protected?
No, they moved him back. They moved back to get Lively.
Okay.
Well, the torture continues because Quentin Grimes last night against the Rockets, this game ended up 144-137.
I mean, the defense that they're just playing today is just amazing.
140, Hakeem rolling in his grave, 144-137. But former Dallas Maverick Quentin Grimes scores 46. Holy crap. I think he's got 5 straight games now of 25 or more points. He dropped 46 last night, 28, 29, 35, and 25. Now, the most diehard Maverick fans left, the MFFLs, they're hitting me up saying, you're better than this. You know why he's scoring that much. You know Philadelphia doesn't have anyone left on the roster. Paul George shut down for the season. Guys, I don't care. Yeah, he's going to get some more shot attempts, but if you're an NBA player dropping 46 and you're scoring 25 or more in 5 straight games, I'm giving you props. Now, yes, he's been in the league. The Knicks had already gotten rid of him. Why don't you kill the Knicks? This just adds to the torture right now, the current torture that is taking place. Bobby, what did you call this? You said this is Old Testament basketball.
Yeah, this is God is clearly angry with you, and it's Old Testament God, and he is just making sure to give you all of his wrath right now for the Luka trade, and Quentin Grimes is part of that. And here's the thing. You can say it's piling on or whatever else. People wanted Grimes to play more when he was here. People were frustrated at how little Jason Kidd was working him into the lineup. He's
also only been in the league since 2021.
Yeah, he's 24.
So this isn't like I saw some Linsanity comparisons.
Oh, come on.
This isn't Jeremy Lin, with the older age. I think Jeremy Lin was older. We're talking 5+ years. Nico, time to develop. Yep. Time for someone to go ahead and change and alter. Not that he's going to be this 20-point-a-night scorer. It just adds to the time.
He had 5 20-point games here in Dallas. Like he had games where he popped a little bit here. They didn't give him the opportunities. They didn't want to. I don't know what it is. I don't know what Nico saw him eating in a pregame dining room that he was like, we can't give him those opportunities.
Yeah, he had the wrong complex carbs before a game.
23 minutes a night here, 33 in Philly. Again, they don't have Embiid. They don't have Paul George. But still, you score 46 points. 46 points, I'm giving you props. That's showing a lot of talent. You can't just say, I'm going to give someone an unlimited amount of shots and they're going to drop 40 in an NBA game. No, that's talent and skill.
Yeah, because he's shooting in these games. He scores 46. He shot 55% in that game. He scores 44 a couple weeks ago. He shot 75% in that game. 35 a couple weeks ago. He shot 55% in that game. Like, he's shooting well.